All right, race fans, Bassmasters, and Buzz Cutler from Rowdy.com with our soon-to-be good buddy Michael Waltrip talking about his new book, In the Blink of an Eye. We're here in the Barnes & Noble at the Birkdale Village, just outside of Charlotte, and apparently they've sold out of this book, Mike.
Yeah, they shipped in a grand total of 6.
and they shipped them out pretty quick.
They sold out.
They sold in the blink of an eye.
At least we have that going for us, but it's been fun. On February 1st, the book became available to the public, and it's been a really fun 3 or 4 days. I was able to go to New York City and do a book tour, was on Hannity, was on O'Reilly and several shows up there, did an interview for the New York Times, did an interview for Sports Illustrated. And the thing that's cool, when you open yourself up to the social media like I do on Twitter and Facebook, I'm MW55 on Twitter, you know, people can tell you right what they think, and that's good most of the time, but sometimes it's not so good. But in this case with the book, people really have enjoyed it and they like reading it, and so the word has spread a lot, and we've sold some books, and it's actually ranked pretty good in the Amazon.com and BNN.com. So I'm real proud because it was a lot of work, and it was a labor of love, but nevertheless it was hard.
It seemed like you had to overcome a lot just to decide to write the book itself.
That's right, and then writing it, getting into it, and understanding that someone was going to ask me questions that I haven't chosen to answer over the last 10 years. And not only were they going to ask that, and when I say they, it's Ellis, the guy I co-wrote it with, he would have to ask me over and over again so that he could get all out of me that I had. And so it was really hard, and I guess when I agreed to do the book, I sort of just looked at it in general, and I thought, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. I forgot, I didn't really dig into the specifics of what that meant. And what it meant was opening up a chapter, the most painful chapter of my whole life.
Well, it seemed like there was so much. So when I read the book, what I noticed was that moment at the center of it, you know, 2001 Daytona 500, how much of your life went into that one moment, and then how that one moment was the ultimate moment of your career, and yet also, you know, an ultimate painful moment. For you. I mean, it's really intense in a way.
Well, to stand there and see the video of me with that trophy in Victory Lane in Daytona and think this is the greatest day of my career, but then know the reality now that it was the worst day. Exactly at the same time. You know, sometimes ignorance is bliss, and to stand there and be able to hold that trophy and think that everything was perfect when everything was just the opposite of perfect, looking back is just really hard to do. And you know, I know this isn't healthy, but anything that's painful or anything that's hard in my life, I just bury it, forget it. I figure if I ignore it, it'll go away.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.